there are quite a few differences between circular movements and redirecting and linear and reflecting. And what I mean by that is, if your opponent came to punch you and I'm redirecting, I'm taking his forward energy and letting it go around. Here it's like, in order for him to punch me, there is an angle from his shoulder, retract, this shoulder coming across me. Now you can see this movement here. Now, this movement works fine, has no problem hitting me. Even from here, no problem hitting me. Now, if I move here, his punch isn't going to go. So reflecting means that you're reflected off of something. So the difference between that is, when he comes to punch, that's redirecting. When he comes to punch, that's reflecting. So he bounced off me because I'm going to be very resistant, earth-like. I'm not going to be soft and circular. I'm going to be low down and attack. Because I know that my opponent, if I cut that angle, when he comes to punch, if I cut that angle, I can punch him. And then I can continue punching. If I want to follow through with kicks. I just want to keep my opponent's center of gravity moving backwards, because once he can put his foot behind him, he'll be in a position to exchange with me, and that's when I'll move away. So in this technique, when you're standing here, when he comes to punch, you're just blocking that center. If you want to continue with your second punch, third punch, fourth punch, you can continue with your second, third, and fourth. But it's never giving and redirecting anymore. It's going to be complete resistance. So here, if we wanted to do what we were doing before, in Seicho Jitsu we use a lot of counter-crossing techniques. Now when he comes to punch, I'm coming straight through this line. So in slow motion, when he comes to punch, my arm's not going away from me. See, as your arm goes away from you, the further it goes away from your body, the weaker it gets. So if he had a 20-pound weight and he was holding on to it, he can hold on to it here for a long period of time. As his arm gets further away from his body, he's going to get weaker. So this theory, there's always theories and strategies to these techniques. It's not just somebody saying, well, I'm going to do a block and a punch. There's a reason for understanding movement, motions, angles. So as he comes to punch, I'm locked in. So his punch is being bounced off me, which is allowing me to carry on through my punches, and there's not much he can do from that. If he punches from the other side, the same thing. I'm coming straight through. In this position, I can continue punching. So here, as my opponent comes to punch, I close in. So as long as, again, I'm going to show this in slow motion. From this, he can punch me and retract. So there's an angle from his shoulder to my chin. Now, it's fine if my hands are here. Now, if he retracts and I move here and I'm locked in and he's stretching his force going out, he's going to bounce off me. That's called reflecting. So as long as I know this, so as soon as he comes to punch me, I'm coming to explode in, striking him in this position where I can continue over and over. Now you see, since we train this way, he's already preempting. He's got his hand up blocking that punch because he knows what's going to happen. If you're looking at this, also, I started counter-cross. Now I'm going to do the technique in line like this, like a boxer. When he comes to punch, I'm coming straight through. Now what I'm not doing is I'm not coming, blocking, and punching. That's a big difference. A lot of people see things and they think, oh, that's basic karate. It's not, because for me to block, it changes both the energy of his body and my body, and then go to punch, he's already guarding me. You have to time it so that your body explodes into that, cross that line that he needs, and when your body explodes in, you're going to come through with your punch. And secondary punch. And carry on until your opponent is either on the ground or puts his foot back behind him where he can then exchange punches with you.